welcome to a new game, Company of Heroes 2. Just came out a few days ago, and
Pioneers here.
I am going to talk you through a game that I played recently, or at least attempt to. Switch to my view.
Engineer standing by.
This is
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
clearly a winter map, quite varied in the seasons. You get very icy areas like this which you can sink tanks into and guys can fall into the icy water. On top of that you get the snow and your guys can get chills and hypothermia and all sorts if they're exposed to it for too long. Nice touch with the footprints, I think. And you get blizzards as well, which basically stop all infantry fights for a while because you have to huddle around fires or go inside. This is obviously a victory point or control point match, depending on which you prefer to call it.
At our disposal.
Which basically means each team start with 500 points, as you can see up at the top here. And then whoever controls these type of points, like this point here, this point here, and this point here, loses points quicker or slower depending on how many they have.
We have it.
On top of that you have to capture your fuel points and your normal basic points, which you can then put fuel or ammo onto. So yeah, at the moment just capturing things, see what the other team are doing. Basically they're just doing the same. They're starting to try and defend that point. They've got the middle point, also trying to defend that. And I've got this one over here, which so yeah. It's the first wee skirmish starting to take place over here.
Objective secure. We will defend it to the death.
Maxim machine gun. Very Russian.
Units awaiting orders.
Very Russian machine gun.
Taking fire. The enemy uses antiques against us.
Might just turn off the fog of war, to be honest. Keep everything easier. Part of me likes watching the fog of war, but then part of me thinks it's easier not to. Just be able to see what everyone's doing. But yeah, some strong German forces here,
Conscripts.
pushing down.
Now you can use Molotovs to burn those bastards.
Gonna have to be careful here, these guys.
This now belongs to us.
Meanwhile,
Conscripts here.
I'm pushing all the way down towards their base at the moment because they've all went off to the left hand side.
Return fire! I swear,
Those guys at the
three of
tree.
theirs will die for every one of ours.
Heavy infantry presence there. That's my guys making a wee incursion towards the middle point, but not quite working out. Quite an effective combination that, the light scout car and the flamethrower NG. But the scout cars are very weak, so it can always turn bad quite quickly. I'm just putting my guys into a couple of buildings, holding up in the points, trying to defend closer to their base than possible. Opposing sides. Russian team still pushing to try and get that second control point. there, the light scout car. Flame and engine combination's quite effective.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Plenty of MGs. 3 MGs in fact. Here comes a big force now though.
Has to go!
Battles and lots of action from the beginning here. It's 5 minutes in now and battles are really starting to take place. As you can see, these guys are starting to freeze. Cold meter. That's what happens when you leave your guys out on the ice for too long. It's not even, doesn't even seem to be aware that he's getting killed.
This building is ready to train full Soviet soldiers. Find cover!
A lot of infantry here. This match was just an auto match, so just a lot of random players flew together. I think there's some basic matchmaking formula to try and keep them equal, but even so. Sometimes they're a bit unequal and whatnot, sometimes they're quite good. They can be quite random. As you can see now, there's a blizzard imminent, denoted by this nice pocket watch effect on the right hand side. You get 60 seconds warning, and then the blizzard gets full on. You'll see the snow starting to fall heavier, and the field of view is starting to reduce, and all that kind of stuff as it's a blizzard coming in.
Who needs engineers when you have strong Soviet backs?
You'll often get quite a push just before the blizzard because people hold ground easier during the blizzard, but at the same time, sometimes people just sit in and hold what they have. So as you can see, it's getting less field of view now. If I take off if I put fog of war on, you can see that like my guys don't have much to see, and it's getting smaller. You'll see now it should get smaller as the blizzard comes in. Yeah, see. A lot less. So if I take that back off, you can see that a lot of guys are starting to freeze if they're not near the fire. Like I've got my guys huddled up near the fire here and putting them inside for shelter. But in the beta you couldn't actually make these fire pits during a blizzard, but you can now in the real game, which is certainly a good change, I think. As before it was a bit useless, because it's not long if you're fighting and stuff to actually defend your guys. That's me made a scout car though. While we've got a wee lull in activity, I think we can talk a bit more about company fields too. Basically, you may or may not have seen our videos of Company Fields 1, but this is a continuation of on from that, and this time it features Russians on the Eastern Front with the Germans, whereas previously it was in the Western Front with, you know, in France and Holland and Germany and whatnot. The game itself, I quite like it. It's quite some nice features to it. Nice having some different people. It's quite well balanced, I think, so far. My biggest gripe is probably that in an auto match you don't actually have the option to play Annihilate, and you don't have the option to pick maps. Because sometimes you want to play a summer map rather than having blizzards like this, and sometimes you want the blizzards and ice and all that. So there's no choice at the moment. There has been talk that you might get choice though in the future, but whether or not that'll happen, we'll have to wait and see. Annihilate, I always played that in Company Fields 1, and I've not got Annihilate anymore. And again, that's a bit annoying. You get Annihilate if you make a custom map, like a custom game yourself, but then you have to invite friends or play a computer. And if you don't have any friends with a new game like this, then you can't play it. So Annihilate I always prefer, just because you can push through and take out the enemy, but hopefully they'll change that and give you a wee option. And as you can can see vehicles are working effectively during the blizzards. Not doing very much against the guys just now from a distance, but even so. They are making a push. Still nobody's got this middle point because they've been battling so fiercely over it. They're moving forward, so they're doing a bit more now. The blizzard is now cleared. So
we have a new unit.
few emplacements down there. All calm on the Eastern Front for now. Just both sides counting their losses from the fights and building up. Here comes the first flat panzer. Lost bit of the game.
Is encroaching on our territory.
The armoured cars won't last long against an actual tank of any sort really, so they only have a short effective range if you can bring in them as a map. They are good against guys, especially when there's 3 of them. If that be light tank there, it can take out those half tanks, armoured cars. So.
Your orders, comrade.
Fights going on all over
Our
the
unit
place.
enemy has killed another infantry squad.
They can't kill us all!
Now we wait.
Setting up some mines down here. Good against vehicles and whatnot, and generally quite useful in anticipation for these armoured cars.
Anti-tank mines set to go. Squad replenished. Enemy contact.
Germans are making quite a strong push forward at the moment. Not quite sure why they're sitting there doing nothing. They should be pushing on, you'd think. Even so.
Mine contact.
Also been causing some trouble. Another light tank. Moving stuff down here in preparation. AT gun as well. Just in preparation for a possible attack from all this stuff. But they seem happy just the same. Also, a lot of guys getting hit by that flat tank. Not quite sure why they're running away. I thought they might be able to do something. Not sure.
Rifleman ready.
I think it's around this point when my team decide they want to, or one of our players decides he'd quite like to surrender or something, and we both seem to agree that that's a stupid idea, as it's a very equal score still. And medium tank, that'll take that Osman down quite easily. All these half-tracks have now moved over into the middle point instead of going up to the point that I've camped a few things up. And they've pushed quite far up towards our base on this side. Always a difficult one, but it looks like I'm starting to push through. Oswin's running away.
Light tank is under fire.
Plenty of destruction evident there.
Present conditions are imminent. Taking machine gun fire.
Flat panzer managed to make it back.
T-70's under attack. You die to Soviet might.
Nice touch with the exhaust smoke, I always think, in this game.
More units are here.
Look at the armoured cars burn. Lovely. Armoured cars are useful, but not so good when it comes to anything against them. Quite nice flame effect as well there. Flames through the snow. Not being blown by the severe blizzard, which is perhaps a little silly, but otherwise it's quite good.
Yes, comrade. Taking enemy fire.
There's a Stug coming in towards my light tanks.
Enemy armor firing! Bunkers can now attack tanks with AT grenades.
As you can see, their tanks sitting on the ice there. Could be dangerous. If I can manage to shoot the ice, that would be.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
Got a medium tank now as well. See, there we are. Sunken tank. What more do you want? Nice easy way to finish off a tank is just to sink it on the ice in this
The
game.
enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
Waiting for your command!
The guys are starting to freeze now.
You are responsible for your soldiers. If they freeze to death, they cannot die fighting the enemy.
Battles going on everywhere around here. Especially with the blizzard, you can really push your guys forward,
You'd
but
rather be
also
digging graves,
can
Dimitri?
be a bit dangerous.
Enemy troops engaging us.
That'll show them!
That's the killer.
Conditions clear. The blizzard is gone.
Heavy machine gun firing at us.
Push right up to their base on this side. It's amazing how quickly the match is flipped. Just not that long ago they were up at our base, and now we're down at their base, and our guys are pushed all the way down here.
It is now under our control. T-34 here.
Always a bit of a
T-34
wake-up
reporting.
call when a tank lands up in your base. Oh, nice.
T-34 here.
Things were heating up. Looks like my tank got out of there.
T-34 reporting.
Nice the burst feature that you can use on this now as well. It's another new thing on this game. You can actually tell your tank just to reverse out of danger. Which is always an annoyance. The vigilant fails when your tank would be in a fight and it would slowly, wondrously rotate 180 and then dive off with its back facing the enemy, only to be shot from behind and taken out. So that's always a good feature, I think.
We are bleeding, comrade! Last drop of blood!
It's a long AT guns.
We are dying here!
Fire incoming! Ready and willing!
similar to Firestorm that you'd get as the Germans, I suppose, in the first game, except it's a lot less artillery based, whereas it's a lot more fire based. It's really the fire that does the damage, not the initial barrage. Getting a wee lull in the gameplay, but chance to repair a few tanks and whatnot.
We have a new unit.
Currently we're managing to hold on to our 2 points, which is good.
Field gun standing by.
T-34 ready.
We are ready to go, comrade.
Incendiary artillery barrage ready to fire.
Another big push up here.
More units are here. Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Not a new feature, but it was fun to look at it briefly.
Desert imminent.
Nice
MG
feature
squad
of
awaiting
trees
orders.
and whatnot. Quite nice cinematic view there. Blizzard incoming, 30 seconds, lots of stuff approaching up here.
Incendiary artillery is now available.
They've got that point where to fight.
They've killed us! Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of Aberdeen. We got another one!
I need a medic!
T-34 under attack! T-34 reporting!
Cover up, Lothar!
I am getting tired of this shit!
Enemy tank firing on us!
Incendiary artillery barrage ready to fire!
Blizzard not holding people back as much as it was in the first few times. They're making pushes to try and take some points here.
It is finished. We
That
must
middle
defend
point's
this
flicked
territory.
multiple times already.
Armor has spotted us!
Taking losses.
Warning! Your troops are freezing to death! AT gun is ready for combat.
To be next. Ah!
Our unit count is increasing.
I can't feel my legs!
Enemy fire!
Mounting an effective defence of the middle point there. So AT guns, mortars, MGs a bit up there.
The blizzard is gone.
Massive troops heading up towards the fuel point. Just constant action in this.
Center!
There's no points where people are just sitting back and defending. It's really good for them.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Fresh meat has arrived! Conscripts under attack! Good work, comrade!
New units have arrived.
Not quite sure when our ally dropped, but at some point he must have.
Ready for order! They see us! The new men have arrived!
That was me! We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
People and monsters of the Soviet Union!
Battles on one side of the map and infantry battles on the other.
We have a situation reporting.
Supply sector under attack.
Under 80 gun attack!
The motor!
We're on fire! We are suffering vehicle losses. Units awaiting orders.
Ours! It is ours!
They are pressing us hard.
We are being chewed up! Contact with the enemy! This land belongs to all of us!
Enemy contact! They've opened up on us!
Don't let them throw you out!
Taking fire!
Medic! We need a medic!
We're under attack!
Present conditions are imminent.
We are bleeding, comrade!
They've opened up on us! Watch out!
Incendiary artillery is
Good
now
movement by
available.
the flak tank there.
We earned this territory!
Enemy
Stopping
forces are
any effective
neutralizing a
hits from
sector.
the 80 guns.
We have lost a machine gun crew.
Managed to push these guys back.
Enemy contact!
They've opened up on us!
Enemy destroyed! Construction is complete.
Pull back! Taking fire!
That took too long, comrades. Next time we must be faster.
Caution. Blizzard.
We have 2 points, they have none because they've not actually captured this one. It's being pushed off by this MG, I think.
The enemy has 300 points
So their
remaining.
points are going down quite quickly at the moment.
More units are here.
You get all sorts of different camouflages in this game. You get comes along with your system that you pick. You can pick officers and whatnot, and then you can kind of customise what perks, or I can't remember what they call them themselves, but what you get down the bottom here. And you can choose camouflages and all sorts of things. I think I'm going to buy a few camouflages and Steam as well if you want. Nice use of the incendiary barrage there. Not with the tanks, but it's taking out their guys now.
Conditions clear. The blizzard is gone.
Again, we've still got 2 points. They're losing control very quickly because they've not actually captured this one.
Incendiary artillery barrage ready to fire.
Little
Fresh
quiet
units
spell.
on the field.
Put it forward a wee bit. See what happens.
Our enemy has only 200 points.
We're pushing down on the right hand side there. We fight here. Back to normal, I think. But yeah, we've strong force.
Red Army, at your service. Man down!
Veteran Panther there. It's going to be difficult to take. Sliding around on the ice there. Haven't noticed that before actually. It's quite cool. You can see all the broken ice there. Quite decent. And then the water. That water shell just hit this. Use the assault gun as a artillery piece for short-range artillery, or just as a normal gun.
We are as ready as we can be!
Still safe. Not this one, but even so. Jeez, big pack 88 there. Impressive looking guns. Let's see. It's decent graphics as well. You can see the
Incendiary
smoke coming out
artillery
there.
is now available.
Yeah, we're pushing forward towards the base, and starting to get a wee bit painful.
The enemy has found us!
They're still strong on that left hand side though. Still got quite a lot of quite a lot of stuff. MGs, flavor MGs, that Pack 88, that'll take out a fair few tanks, I would think. It's got an amazing range on it there, you can shoot all the way up to here.
Under attack by enemy armor!
These tanks are strong veteran tanks as well.
We are ready! You have orders?
I suppose the reason why this is
Our unit count is increasing.
this side's so weird and they're losing it quite often is probably because it's the CPU seems to be working on the side, so CPU's a bit rubbish.
Enemy is engaging us!
There's me and Lucia, I think that's how you say it. We seem to be working quite well together on this side here.
Desert conditions are now in
Down this side and into
Taking
the
losses!
another blizzard. You really get the impression of it being closed in during a blizzard if you have a look at this. All you can see is a very short range.
Incendiary artillery barrage
You don't
ready
know what's
to
going on
fire.
around you. People can be flanking up here and you wouldn't know until they're right on top of you. So it's quite something. This Pack 88 is still causing a bit of trouble, I think. Not much the tanks can do against them. But their points are still going down a lot quicker than ours, and they've got about a quarter of what we have. So far so good. At this point I think I'll skip through a wee bit just because it's a blizzard and not much is happening.
Squad,
You can see them moving there.
Watch out for that tank!
The enemy has silenced one of our anti-tank guns.
Pouncing. Big gun now.
The enemy is down to 100 points.
That was a strong panther there that they just lost. There's a lot of force on this side, this left-hand side though. Those guys are starting to really have some problems with the cold. You might see some of them dying
We are
soon
losing territory.
if they don't get to some
We have a new unit.
fire pits.
We have an isolated sector.
It's camouflage
What
so
do
they
you
don't
need?
actually know it's there, and I've put on fire just now,
Incoming!
just to try and get some sight of the area that knows there.
Taking fire! Enemy
Blizzard is
close by!
passing. Normal weather is returning.
Put a charge onto the ground there. Bit of a trap for anyone that pushes
One of our
towards that
AT
point.
guns has been neutralized.
Again, they've pushed up that left hand side where the CPU is. All our stuff's on the right hand side.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies remaining. You appear suited for command.
One less to worry about!
Su-85 taking fire.
It's an impressive range on the tanks there. Nice view of the tank though.
We're burning! Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Cortina.
Target destroyed.
There's another tank destroyed with another
Personnel
camouflage.
Yes, comrade?
As you can see, that's a summer camouflage, or just basic camouflage. Not really swell camouflage. This the
Ready for orders.
not sure that really makes that big a difference, but it looks nice. Fearless initiative, so they're
forces capturing supply sector.
Placing command. Okay, that's the last one.
We have more conscripts at our
They see us!
New units have arrived. We're hit! We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
They've opened up on us!
They are! Armor is engaging us!
We're under attack! Enemy contact! Enemy contact!
We are bleeding!
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice. Incendiary artillery is now available.
Enemy armor!
We have incoming!
We built it as ordered.
Blizzard conditions are imminent.
Quickly skip it forward a little bit. As you can see, there's a bit of an army working its way up the right hand side here. Still a wee fight going on against these Panthers here. Panther and AT that's all. Time to take those.
Construction is complete.
Still trying to
AT
make sure
gun
this
here.
is going to be well held should they
More
attack.
units are here.
It's a strong army though.
Blizzard! Sweating like a pig!
Looks like this army might be making a move up towards the
Austrians
point.
engaging us.
Here they come. Look out for the explosion. Shot! This tank coming.
Run for cover!
Nice.
Taking fire!
Pretty effective, took out 3 of them. Damaged that tank.
Soldiers taking fire.
Well dug in.
Have been promoted for
We're
our
under
bravery,
attack!
brother! We took out their infantry.
Enemy tank firing on us!
All of our troops have been lost.
Maybe actually see what's going on a bit better from this angle.
Armor destroyed!
Managed to hold it for now at least.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
They've got strong defensive force though around this middle area, so getting that back.
AT gun has our range!
Push it forward a bit again.
Your predecessor died a hero!
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Sorry
A
about that.
squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
They're going after that
Fresh
fuel
units on
again.
the field.
I've not got much left after that fight to
Your orders, comrade.
really do anything about it, but I'll go to that.
Conditions clear. The blizzard is gone.
Moving my forces back down to this point.
We can do this all day. They're shooting at our Su-85.
Aim fire on this position! We are taking losses!
Su-85 under attack.
We are bleeding, comrades! Taking fucking fire! Grenade!
The enemy has our range! Taking fire!
Su-85 taking fire.
Air support destroyed!
Man down!
Enemy contact!
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice. Abandoned vehicle!
A new feature for Company Fields 2 is the abandoned vehicle, whereas you can, you can capture it again like an abandoned AT gun or whatever, but it'll obviously need to be repaired, so it's quite good. Saves you losing your tank, but it can also be captured by your
Another
enemies,
infantry squad.
always got to be careful on that.
Enemy contact!
We have a new unit.
Fire!
The enemy is taking what we have. The infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
The tank is sunk by the mortar.
Contact!
One less enemy squad!
Shock troops have arrived. Incendiary artillery barrage ready to fire.
Just about got all 3 points
SU-76
now.
taking fire. SU-76 here.
Replacements have arrived!
They've opened up on us!
You're letting them break the line! The Russians are coming!
SU-76 ready.
So no!
Incoming. Shock troops
That's
will
my
now
own
be used
team.
to crush the enemy.
I didn't realise that after the game that I was getting attacked by my own team.
SU-76 here.
Useful. Meanwhile, we seem to have captured this 88, but not for long. And we've pushed forward and got that point. Just about taking this one back again.
Mortar fire incoming.
We have secured the area.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Time for both sides to rebuild their forces and push forward again. Very much equally
New
worn out
units have arrived.
armies there. I mean,
Combat engineers are standing by. Machine gun team, prepared for combat.
Look at the carnage of war.
We are done.
Building up this area again at 88. Pushing forward their forces again, another Panther.
Blizzard imminent.
And a Blizzard incoming. That's a big force there. Wouldn't want to put my tank against that.
Ready. Blizzard conditions are now in effect.
Should have kept running.
We have 200 points remaining now available.
Now our points are tumbling quickly. They've got 2 and we've got 1.
Anti-tank device set to go.
Both teams are low on forces at the moment, but if this army pushes forward it might cause a bit more trouble. Got quite a good force here
Field
now,
gun standing by.
defending our remaining point. The thing with victory point is very much if you leave the point unattended, then chances are you're going to lose it very quickly. Getting it back is not always that easy. But obviously in this, you don't want to put so much onto one point that you can't help your team elsewhere. So to that extent, stuff like that. Well, that's cool.
We are suffering
Still
visual
force
losses.
that.
Blizzard is gone.
Sadly, at this point, I don't have enough inside you can manage on these guys. But they're on the ice, so that's possible. You can see the ice swallowing them up there. Quite a few weapons left.
Enemy armor! We are bleeding, comrade! Someone help me!
Interesting sight. They're still on 50 points, 1 each. So
Engineers taking losses!
getting a bit frantic now towards the end. Everyone's trying to grab some points to finish off the game. Less about holding them long term, more about grabbing them and trying to keep them just long enough to win now. Obviously the M50, if we grab a couple, they'll go down very quickly. Same for us, we're on the 143, so gotta be careful.
Squad replenished.
To make another incursion into our base.
Our unit count is increasing.
That was a tough bastard.
Big force again.
Blizzard conditions are imminent.
another lull in action with the blizzard and whatnot. Gonna make a push forward now. Picked up the weapons left behind by that group of soldiers earlier. They'll come in handy, I'm sure.
Who needs engineers when you have strong
Always good to look out for weapons to pick up.
AT gun is ready for combat.
The score's very tight, getting tighter all the time. The fact that we've only got one.
Enemy taking SU-76!
There's a pack being made there, that's going to cover a lot.
We have fallen to 100 points. Do not let this trend continue.
With the blizzard on, it's difficult to push forward, certainly quickly, so we can hold easier than we can push forward. It isn't ideal. We should start to push forward now, though. A wee bit of a battle on this side.
Incoming! We have lost one of our armored vehicles. More units are here.
Opened up on us!
Enemy vehicle is captured!
We're under attack!
Our flag is firing on us! Back! Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of Aberdeen.
Taking fire!
It's a huge force now.
We're under attack!
And they've got another big force down now.
You are showing weakness. We are down to 75 points.
Scores are getting even closer.
The enemy has silenced one of our anti-tank guns.
Get the fuck out of here now!
Very useful incendiary by that shot.
Brave HQ have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Sniper fire!
Anti-tank gun is ready for action.
So they're pushing on for this point now. Scores are almost tied.
Target eliminated.
Oh, nice sink. Right on the edge. I'm not sure that's really quite a legitimate sinkage, but
Enemy
oh well.
captured!
One for the Relic to look at perhaps.
Watch out!
Certainly half of it was on the land there, and you can see its gun clearly sinking through. You can see like half the tank sinking through the ground. Either way, I'll take it at this part of the game, I'll take it. That's for sure.
They've opened up on us!
The sector is at risk. The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
Fascists are attacking! Do not let them advance!
A mere 50 points remain before our defeat.
We're starting to... Is it the first time in the game we've been that lower than the enemy? I'm not sure. Certainly not good either way. Especially if we lose this fire point. This game is starting to go against us here.
We have been spotted!
Incendiary artillery is now available.
Engineers! Armor has spotted us! We have taken it. There is more where that came from!
25 to 50.
The enemy. We are down to our last 25 points. 354 are taking fire!
It's been a long
Enemy squad ahead!
game.
Contact!
Lots of good fights though. Equal teams mostly. Always nice when you get a proper fight. Could last for a while. Nobody's doing, nobody's whitewashed at the start.
354 has been fired!
Okay, the last desperate push to try and get some points.
That was a tough bastard! We're fired!
And here comes a blizzard.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
10 to 50 now.
The enemy is about to defeat us. We have only 10 points
Lost the whole
remaining.
squad in that one. They all fell into the
Hold the line, engineer!
They're making the last push to try and get this point as well. I'm trying to get this point. Managed to push through onto this side though and take that point, which is great. They got seven points remaining. They're losing points now.
Has been killed. Death before retreat.
And we're getting this middle one. They're going to lose points very quickly, which is lucky because we're only on 7 points. Very close. Holding them off with incendiary barrages at the moment.
Blizzard conditions are now in effect.
So it's
Enemy
about to
forces are
take all three.
capturing our supplies.
They're going down very quickly, but they're starting to take this one.
Taking fire!
7 to 29 now. Now they're taking that one as well. But there's a storm force there, so we should be able to get it back.
Incendiary artillery barrage ready to fire.
We'll bury him later!
We have nearly won. The enemy is down to 25
Yeah, perfect time for
points.
that incendiary barrage, but you can't use it during a blizzard like this.
More of our troops have been lost. We have a new unit.
Light tank and a medium tank destroyer. Sending everything down to try and get a point. 7 for 24 now. It's very close. After all that long game, must have been so far ahead. Been ahead by 300 points at one point. We were 400 to 100, but now it's come down to this. 20 versus 7. Crazy. They have no infantry to actually capture this point, even though they've got a tank on it.
New units have
They're
arrived.
starting to capture this one. 7 versus 14 now. Crazy. They look quite weak. They seem to have used most of their guys though. Whereas we are now coming back into it just at the right time.
The
They
people
don't have anyone to
anticipate
capture
our
this one.
victory.
Just about
The
to
enemy
now.
has 10 points remaining.
7 versus 6. 7 versus 4.
Are you going to pave the way to Berlin with the
Just
frozen
about to get a
corpses
7
of your
versus 2.
men?
And there we have it. What a game. An hour and 13 minutes. And some very, very tight gameplay at the end there. Everyone pushing forward, desperately trying to get the final points just to push themselves over the line. Crazy. We managed to get it timed just right. They were slightly low on guys just at the wrong couple of minutes at the end there, but oh well, comes down to luck in some ways there. Anyway. yeah, so hope you enjoyed the match. It's quite long, but I think it was worth putting up the whole thing with a few sped up bits. No point cutting it up if it's tells the whole story. Anyway, that was Company of Heroes 2. I'll try and put up a few more videos of Company of Heroes 2, maybe the campaign and new features as well. But that's a good look at Company of Heroes 2, a game in action, all the new features, the ice, the blizzards, and all the little graphical tweaks like the exhaust fumes and whatnot compared to the original. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the show, so to speak, and we'll tune in again soon. Remember to subscribe if you've enjoyed the videos, and we do many other games, League of Legends, Skate, Formula 1, all sorts. So yeah, I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.